Some people say that success is quietly killing your soul, man. Um, at least chasing for it. I don't know. I think a lot of times people just focus on the journey a lot of the time and don't really realize just some of the smaller things in life, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Success is usually just sold as the ultimate goal, but often leads to like burnout and disconnect. You know what I mean? Like I think it's good to have a balance and really really try to aim for something you want, but don't make that just the main focus. It's still good to have like financial freedom and everything like that. You know, many high achievers feel more empty at the top because they sacrifice relationship, health, and curiosity along the way. You know what I mean? Like I had a time where I was going really hard with just partying in general and just doing substances and drinking a lot of the time, and I decided to go 2 years sober and just focus on just building in life. Just building everything, just restarting from the beginning. Just really having like humble beginnings and pretty much just starting all over again. I was doing a lot of illegal activities to make money and stuff like that, and um, I thought I was like above getting like a regular job. I ended up getting a job at a grocery store. That was super humbling, and really the only way I was able to not keep partying and just focus was because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to make a specific goal that would make sure that like I make it. So I was really influenced by just watching, at least for changing my life around, was to just become like a big YouTuber. I wanted to become kind of like DJ Academic, so I did like news videos just on rappers and stuff like that. So on God, I did that like every single day for like 2 years, but I just sacrificed so much stuff because I had so many like fake friends while like partying and doing substances and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just really sacrificed relationships. I was literally had zero friends in the midst of starting to do all that, man. I ended up getting dumped by my girlfriend because how I met my girlfriend at that time. This was a few years back. Was through party and stuff like that. So there's a few times where she would go to parties and I just wouldn't. I just didn't even join the party. I didn't even go to the party while she was going to the parties. I just stayed at home, made YouTube videos. You know what I mean? And she thought it was super weird. And then I noticed like a really weird disconnect. And this is like hella personal. I'm even surprised I'm like talking about this, man. But like we stopped like having sex and shit like that. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like either I'm just like very on the spectrum and I'm just like super locked in, or like she's like cheating on me. And I still to this day I don't know if she did cheat on me, but I'm pretty sure she did. And the reason how I know this was this is part of the whole relationship thing because I was just so locked in. The reason why I think she was cheating on me was because there was a time I was living with my roommate, like just like a homie, right? Just it's like a bro. He said, "Oh, yo, like I didn't know your girlfriend had guy friends or something like that. Like so like she would like leave the front of the house. My roommate was coming home and then like some dude picked her up. I had no clue. I was just so locked into just making these videos, YouTube videos, trying to become the biggest YouTuber. I fully sacrificed the relationship. I was working on like crazy. I was doing some powerlifting, but like that's all I did. I went to worked at the grocery store, worked 8 hours every single day, got home, did a few recording. Well, actually, let me just stop that. I in the morning right before work, I did filming first. I always did filming before I went to work, super early in the morning, like right when I woke up. Because it kind of helped my mind and my lips kind of pause, kind of like work together to kind of like warm up and speak. So that really helped. So I just filmed every single morning. Went to work for 8 hours, got home, did about an hour of editing, then had a workout with my roommate. And I was just doing that super locked in, and then what happened was my ex-girlfriend at the time, who I really did care about, but she just ended up cheating. I'm pretty sure she did. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure she definitely cheated. It was pretty obvious. She just seemed very annoyed by me, like very aggravated. And yeah, this is gonna be another thing that just really showed that I just like didn't care about relationships because I was just so locked in. And yeah, this is just me being honest, me just being like dumb. I guess it's not like I'm bad with like girls and shit like that. It was just that situation. I was just so locked in. I wanted to change my life from just like partying almost every single day, being degenerate, just doing a bunch of just dumb shit. You know what I mean? I sacrificed relationships. But another telltale sign was, this is kind of obvious. This is pretty sad, honestly. I'm gonna keep it a bean. This is pretty sad, man. She was out at a party, or like at least hanging out with like one of her friends. Her friend was notoriously big for cheating on her girlfriend, on her boyfriend. And I was at my homie's place. I was still sober. My homies were like, having a few drinks and shit like that. But like, I think I was just in the mindset where I was just past her. I just felt better than her for whatever reason. It's kind of disrespectful, And she was with some girl, like her best friend, whatever, who cheats a lot. And this dude that was trying to fuck both of them, The whole time trying to fuck both of them. I was on FaceTime and I was like, this is super sus. She was begging me to come. Begging me, and I was just like, no, I ain't coming. Like, I'm staying sober. You know what I mean? I ended up going home early to work on videos and shit like that. And then maybe a few days later, I don't remember, maybe like a week later, the next time we hung out, this guy was like texting. I was like, oh yeah, we should do this again. We should hang out again or have a threesome or some bullshit like that. And I'm seeing the message, and I'm like on the phone next to her in bed. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? She made the stupidest excuse. I just looked past it because I didn't even care. I was just trying to grind on some videos and shit like that. But yeah, that's just me being pretty vulnerable. You know what I mean? Really sacrificed relationships for me, Another thing that I definitely learned that's pretty toxic about success quietly killing your soul is just like how constant comparison on social media is. Because I was really looking up people like DJ Academics, this creator called Bob Lamb, trying to really make rap content. I was comparing myself to them like almost every single day, just being like, oh man, I'm gonna be just like these guys. These guys have all the cars, all the money, they're getting all this clout, they're meeting all these artists, and I was just in constant comparison. It was just like destroying me. But I was like, why am I feeling super low when I'm like changing my life in a positive way, being sober and everything like that? I didn't really figure this out until pretty recently. You know what I mean? And I just became like a machine, just like a machine of just posting out content and shit like that. It was just so unhealthy. It was just not good by any means, man. This was not good, bro. And yeah, it was just super, super toxic. I ended up doing it for 2 years, but sober. And the funny thing is, I barely even grew at all. Because I was just in constant comparison. I was just doing it just to do it. And I wasn't really getting better at all. If that makes sense. Like, I wasn't elevating at all. So, like, there's a few times I did get, like, a viral video. Like, at least a viral video in the niche. The little niche I was in, which was, like, 42,000. And I was super stoked. I'm like, here we go, man. I'm gonna fucking blow up. Didn't end up blowing up. The highest I got for subscribers was, I believe, like, 6,000. I started a channel and shit like that. But, I don't know. Maybe chasing success is just quietly killing your soul, man. I don't know. It's definitely quietly killing mine. But anyways, I'll definitely go more into these kind of topics, I've never really done these style of videos, just being so, like, open and personal and shit like that, you know what I mean? But kind of feels like it's, like, therapy, just, like, talking to yourself in a sense. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If anybody even sees this, who even cares? I'm just going to do, like, maybe 1,000 of these just to let it out, man. I don't even know if to title it, to be honest with you, but yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that's about it.